Let's take a moment to look at the relationship between keywords and search engines in a little more detail. I think the easiest way to explain this in a way that doesn't get too complex is to say that search engines scan documents to discover keywords. So basically, for anyone who's not too sure about what happens for a search engine to discover a web page, when you write a piece of content, it's indexed within a search engine. What this basically means is that the search engine discovers your piece of content and logs it as something that can be discoverable within that search engine. So Google and Bing, for example, have two different page indexes. One page that appears on Google will only appear on Bing if it's been indexed by Bing as well. So what this means is that the search engines have to scan and what's known as crawl across all new web pages and look at the content that's actually within them. So when you put a new blog post or piece of content on the internet, you are waiting for the search engine to crawl and find your piece of content before it will appear in the search engine results. Otherwise, there's no possible way for the engine to know that you've actually written anything. So what they do when they index a page is to scan the document and the text to discover certain keywords and try and get an understanding of what the page and content is about. They look for certain patterns, connected phrases, similar words. And to be honest with you, this is the magic of search engines like Google. The fact that they're able to distinguish one piece of text from another and determine exactly what the content's about is a mystery to me. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to try and understand it. All I'm really concerned about, and all that you should really be concerned about, is what you can do to make sure that your content is understood the best it can be by the search engines. Another thing that search engines do is to analyse the relevancy in comparison to other URLs and other pieces of content. What it will do then basically is match up everything that you've written in your piece of content against the other things that it can find and that has indexed in its search engine to determine which piece of content is more worthy of appearing higher in the search engine results. Now, when pages are indexed, they're basically in competition with each other. So if you write something about tennis rackets and 1,000 other people have written something about tennis rackets as well, the search engine algorithm, if you remember we discovered that earlier on and talked about that briefly, the search engine algorithm is going to analyse your page against that 1,000 others and try and establish which page provides the most value to the reader depending on the keyword that has been entered by them. There are a number of benefits of using keywords, and we've already touched on some of those, but one of the biggest ones I guess that's happening at the moment because of the focus on SEO is the fact that you should see an improved SEO performance. This means higher rankings. Now, SEO, search engine optimization, is the practice of optimizing your content so that when search engines discover it, they position you in a higher ranking than other pieces of content related to the same topic. What this means is that when somebody's making a search, they're able to find more relevant information. And this is a win-win situation because it also benefits you as the content creator, because it means that the people who come to your website are more likely to spend longer reading your information because it's of real interest to them. The issue with having a lot of people come to your website and being disappointed with the information or not finding information that's exactly what they're looking for is the fact that you're going to have a high bounce rate, and it also means that Google over time will see this as an indicator that you're not providing good information. So, as I've said here, one of the final benefits I want to touch on today is the fact that you have an opportunity to find your ideal audience and build subscribers. This again could be looked at from a number of angles, but I want you to focus on the fact that one day you could possibly want to monetize your blog and generate an income from it. Now, if that is your aim, it's going to be important that the people that visit your blog are very, very interested in your content, because that way they're more likely to be willing to spend money on the products that you're promoting there. It's also very important to mention the fact that by building subscribers, you are pushing towards building a bigger income. If you have regular subscribers who sign up to your email list or come back to your website on a regular basis to see new content, They become more familiar with you and the content you produce, which builds trust. And when you have trust, you can sell products to people. And when you sell products to people, you make more money.